Hello, and welcome back to Mindfully Rich Podcast, your weekly look at life and finances with a twist where I talk about improving your overall relationship with money and building better financial habits. On each episode, I'll discuss real life situations and give y'all practical advice. The point of this podcast is to help you stay in your financial lane so you won't end up broke. I'm the creator and host, Richie. Now, let's jump into today's conversation. What's up, y'all? I'm back. And shut up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I know I'm late to be exact. But this is what I will say. I needed a break. I took my break. I got the content together and your girl is back. But big up to everybody who's been listening. Y'all been listening. Y'all been hella listening. Okay. I was like, Dick, I need to take breaks more often because they be listening when I'm not there. I'm like, maybe an episode every week is too much because the listens go up whenever I'm out. I don't know what it is. It's crazy how that works. But I do want to say thank you to everyone for all the support, all the emails, all the shade, all of the support. Okay. I get it all. I really appreciate it. And y'all really be supporting me. And I really do appreciate that. I am coming to the point where I believe I need help. So I want to start building a team. More information is going to be coming on that soon because right now it's just me, one woman team. I'm doing it all, y'all, and I'm trying to do the best I can. But let me go ahead and stop y'all before y'all start acting shady. This is episode 74, so I must be doing something right. And this week I'm hitting y'all with 2 episodes because I know I've been out. So hopefully that'll hold y'all over. And man, have I been working on some content. Y'all gonna love it, okay? And so I'm back to exploring money and relationships here on the podcast. And today I'm going to be analyzing the cost of the single life because it's something about being single where people think there's an allure. They think, oh, you get to do what you want to do when you want to do it. You could be out flirting and just having a good old time, having all the fun, right? That's what they think about. That's what people think about when it comes to the single life. But me being a money girl that I am, I want to analyze the other side of singleness, the ghetto side, which is the expensive side of the singleness. And so we're going to go ahead and get into it. And remember, these are my opinions. It's my podcast. That's what I do. Okay? Don't debate me on this. Okay? We can have some conversations because I get the DM sometime. But what about this? What about that? Yes, got it. But today is what I think. It's just that way. Okay. That's what it is. All right. And so because there are so many new listeners of Mindfully Rich Podcast, I want to let y'all know how the segments work. And so I started the podcast taking a music title as the inspiration for whatever topic I'm talking about. And so because of today's topic, the music title inspiration is coming from my boy, Lil Wayne, Single. Because once again, I am analyzing the cost of singleness and talking about how expensive it can be being single. And here are my reasons for that. Number 1, you have no or less shared expenses. Now, I'm being generous with saying less, okay? Because a lot of single people don't share expenses with anybody. Everything they're doing is out of pocket and it's on them. Now, nobody else. They can't go half-seas with nobody. And the biggest expense that most people pay is going to be for their household, that rent, that mortgage, all right? And so just to give you some insight, in my area, the average 2-bedroom goes for $2,200 to $2,300 a month, okay? Think of a single person paying that. That's a lot of money, y'all. Do you hear me? A lot of money, all right? And so if you don't have a roommate to share that with, and or you are coupled and or married, that's a lot for one person to pay because that's not a shared expense for the person who is single who doesn't share expenses with someone. All right. Also looking at, say, your car insurances. You know, normally for vehicles, you get like those bundle deals when you have multiple vehicles and things like that. When it's you, it's just your car. Okay. And then also for phone discounts. If you don't share phone lines with other people or you're in a couple relationship, anything like that. I'm not talking about y'all that got family lines with all your people and stuff like that. I get it. Understand. Used to do the same thing. Okay. If you don't have that, it's just your line that you're paying that $100 and something for versus having like 5 people, because you know the more people and the more lines you have, the more discounts you get. When you single, it's just yours. So shared expenses. The second reason why being single is expensive is you pay higher tax deductibles. When you file single, you paying a hell of a lot of money. Okay. I don't know exactly how much, because everybody taxes is going to look different depending on your amounts and things like that. Okay. And I'm not a tax professional, so I can't say that. But this is the thing, and this is what is a fact. When you file single, you pay more taxes than when you file married, jointly, head of household, all of those things. The only catch with that one is if you're single and you have children, then in some cases you can file head of household, which is less taxes that you pay out when you're just single, and you have to file just for single. Also, when you're single and you don't have kids, you don't have any deductions. Okay, so it's just you. Versus being single, having kids, you do have more deductions because you have more dependents, versus also when you're married and you also can file married jointly with those actual dependents if you have kids. So our next reason why single life is expensive is socializing and dating. OMG. Yes, you got all this time on your hands so that you can go out, be with your friends. And you know how it is when you going out with your friends. Y'all going to happy hour. Y'all going for coffee. Don't get me started on how much brunch is going to cost, okay? And don't be buying mimosas for the table, okay? Y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all going to the lounges or any of the clubs, okay, the nightlife, if you socializing while you single, costs money, okay? Because you don't have a significant other. Your people, your friends, your homies, that's your company, all right? And y'all trying to hang and y'all having a good time. And having a good time costs some money sometimes, okay? And don't even get me started when it comes to dating, all right? Especially dating nowadays. And you're dating with a purpose. You're dating with intention, especially when you're going on dates. Dates cost money when you're going out to eat, when you're going on those adventure dates, okay? Whatever it is you're doing, those dates cost money. So that's the reason why I say dating and socializing, it gets expensive when you're single. Okay, so this next reason why single life is expensive deals with if you're an actual maintenance handy man and or woman, because if you're not a person who knows how to fix things around the house, or you know how to do your own maintenance of certain items around your house, you have to outsource those things. You end up paying for people to come into your home to either fix something or maintain something. I've had to do that. I've had to pay for people to come put things together in my house. I've had to pay for someone to put my TVs up on the wall. I've had to do that. Okay. Now, if I just had a man to do it, okay, that would have been cool. Okay. Males happen to be my preference, and I know everybody listens to the show. So insert whoever it is that you like, okay? I want to make sure we clear, all right? Just insert who that person would be. Or if it's 2 people, 2 heads are always better than one. And in some cases, when it's only one adult in the household, and say you don't know how to fix something and you're trying to figure it out through YouTube University, for example, you spend more time trying to figure those things out. And in the end, say you still don't get it. I've done that before where I've tried to put things together, or I've tried to fix my son's bike or my daughter's bike. I've done that, y'all, and it took so much time, and you're only one person. And when you're the one person in the house doing everything, that is exhausting, and it takes time. And you want to know what? Time is money. And when you have less time, that's less time for you to think about making money. I'm a Capricorn, so that's how we think, okay? But that's less time that you can give your all to whatever money source it is that you have, okay? I want to even equate that to work, all right? Because if you're stressed out trying to figure out how to maintain something or how to build something and do that, that means that you're not going to be your best on whatever it is that you do to bring in income. And that's just a thing. So you want to make sure that you're looking at that as well. And the last reason, drum roll please, the last reason why being single is expensive is because Being single means that you hold more responsibilities. You're doing a lot of things yourself. And when you have more responsibilities, those responsibilities cost you more money, and that equals less money that you have to save. All right. So overall, y'all know I'm a money girl. And so I love talking about saving. I have talked about it so many times here on this podcast. And when you have all those responsibilities, you probably have never even looked at it, but you have less money to put away for your overall savings. Your saving, for the most part, is going towards the things that you want to do in the future. So it holds you back from financial goals that you may have. And those goals may be purchasing a house, okay? Because you have to save up for your down payment in order to purchase your house. Also, you don't want to be house poor. You have to have money to be able to maintain a house if you're going to live on your own, if you're going to purchase a house. Also, saving up for, say, an emergency fund, saving up to have your own business, saving up to retire, whatever that goal is, you now have less money to do so with. So as a review of everything I've talked about today and tell you why I believe the single life is expensive. First, you don't have shared expenses. You pay higher taxes. Dating and socializing as a single person is super expensive because we got time to be out here doing so. Also, if you're not a maintenance or a handyman and or woman, that can get expensive, outsourcing people and hiring them to come into your house to do so. And then also, being single equals more financial responsibility, which equals less savings for you for your financial goals in the future. And so I'm hoping that this episode has given y'all some new perspective and y'all can see what I'm talking about when I say being single is expensive. Now, I truly understand that every single person is not the same. It may be some single people out here and y'all got people paying y'all bills. You may not be in the same predicament as other singles in the world, but this episode is specifically talking about those singles who are doing it all on their own. Okay. If you happen to be one of them single people who ain't, good for you. Go get cookies. Okay. Yes. Go do all of that stuff. Okay. You probably like, this ain't for me. This ain't the episode for me. But for those of y'all who feel what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm saying in this episode, okay? And so don't forget to subscribe. If you've been listening all this time and haven't subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. And then also share this episode with everybody, okay? Not just one person. Everybody. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram. That is my social media platform of choice. I'm at mindfully_rich_podcast. And of course, if you would like to sponsor any of the segments, the podcast as a whole, go ahead and check out the details. I think they're in wherever the episode is at. All the details are there. My email address, Cash App, all of those things are listed there. So go ahead and check it out. And so I've been talking long enough. So y'all make sure you live life mindfully, intentionally, and on purpose. And until next time, when I hit y'all with another one.